This is our first competition of the day, JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into order based on a random draw, and they're racing against the clock, trying to lock in the fastest pastime of the day. The first truck to claim the fastest pastime gains the first 8 points towards today's overall event championship.
We're going to get ready here for JCB Racing, a timed racing competition. Our drivers must navigate this track. Keep in mind that if our drivers hit that gray turn pod out of the perimeter, they will be assessed a 5-second penalty. Of course, if they hit that turn pod as well, they will be given a 5-second penalty as well. Our JCB Dirt Squad out there right now, you can see Cole Stevens and Thunder Roars heading back. I'm going to speculate it might be a transmission issue. Of course, we'll let you know what's going on back there. Scott Jordan will let you know. Actually, we're going to take it to Scott Jordan really quickly in the back.
Yeah, okay, Thunder Roars on its way back right now in intros. A lot of smoke coming out of the back. Usually does signal a transmission. I just talked to crew chief Shelby Fisher. She said they're not sure. They're going to give it a look-see. But right now, Colt Stevens on his way back to the pits. I'll give you an update as soon as I have it.
Thank you so much, Scott. We're going to get ready here for our first competitor here in JCB Racing. Let's make some noise for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. We're going to be looking at those staging lights lit at the far end of the race lane. Outside, yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. When you see 2 yellow lights, it means they're staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for that green light. Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption, looking for his first win this weekend. Let's go racing!
Give it up for our first competitor of the day, Ramdemption!
Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Ramdemption grabbing an 11.200 to kick things off. He is the official time to beat, setting the pace for the rest of the field of competitors here this afternoon. Moving along to our second driver up, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. 11.2 is the official time to beat here in JCB Racing. Waiting to see if Excalibur can extend.
A 10.992, new fast time, Excalibur.
Excalibur, our JCB Racing winner last night. And you can see the super glue glued to the action replay. Tight turning there from Excalibur on the very final turn. Up the ramp, across the finish line. He looks to extend the lead here, hopefully be able to capture the last JCB Racing win of the weekend. 10.992, the official time for Excalibur, and he's the new time to beat. We're going to reset that gray turn pod out on the track, and also just keep in mind that one BKT tire has to traverse or go up the ramp and across the finish line. Otherwise, there could be assessed another 5-second penalty, so keep that in mind too as we continue to watch our JCB Racing competition. We're moving on here to our next driver up. Give it up for Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger. 10.992 is the official time to beat here in JCB Racing. We'll see if she can come away and get the top spot here in just a second as she gets set to go green.
An 11.578, that's the time for Grave Digger.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. A great first turn there by Kristen Anderson. Turns just a little bit wide, but corrects it. Gets over the top of the pod with a great time of 11.578. So that will put her currently in the 3rd spot here in JCB Racing. Time still to beat Excalibur, 10.992. Fourth driver up, give it up for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. 10.992, the time to beat for El Toro Loco as he gets set and he's ready to go.
Look at that time, a 10.202. Let's hear it for El Toro Loco.
We got a new time to beat El Toro Loco, Fernando Martinez. Take a look at the replay. A tight turn across the first turn, and he's turning almost at the beginning of the run to the next turn. They're over the ramp across the finish line. 10.202. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, the new time to beat. Incredible fast time, incredible turning there. Again, he was already in the middle of his turn before he ended the straightaway here in the Monster Jam track. Fernando Martinez on top, 10.202. El Toro Loco, the time to beat. Give it up for Mark Hall, Raminator. Our next driver up here, Raminator, looking to beat the time of 10.202 set by Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. He is locked in. We're looking for that green light.
Put those hands together for Raminator, and 11.054 is the time.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Smooth turning across the board there for Raminator and Mark Hall, clocking in a time of 11.054. That's good enough to put him currently in third, but Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco still hold the top spot. 10.202, the time to beat. Coming up next, give it up for Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster.
Let's hear it for Michigan Ice Monster.
Matt Pagliarulo and the Michigan Ice Monster complete this track here, and JCB Racing kind of gets caught there on the track there on the left side before that very last turn. Might have cost him some crucial seconds there. 12.145 is the official time for the Michigan Ice Monster, Matt Pagliarulo. We're approaching our final driver here in JCB Racing. Of course, we'll get an update here about Thunder Roars in a little bit. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash! Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash need to collect a time faster than 10.202 right now, set by El Toro Loco. Will she be able to do it? We are seconds away. It'll be between her and El Toro Loco.
Let's hear it for Sparkle Smash, 11.519.
11.519 for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash, which means your JCB Racing winner is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco captures his 6th JCB Racing win of 2025. Let's make some noise, Orlando, for your JCB Racing winner, Toro Loco.
The riches keep getting richer here in Orlando. Fernando Martinez, Orlando domination continues. JCB Racing, your second win, fastest time of the weekend. You're on a roll, my friend. I know we talked about this during trackside. Orlando continues to deliver, and you continue to deliver to Orlando.
Yeah, you know what's been happening is every night when I go to bed, I watch tape, I review film. And just like a basketball team does, Orlando Magic, I like to picture myself. I'm a tall guy. I like to be Mr. Shaq Diesel. I want to get up in the paint. I want to do all that stuff. I want to have fun with you guys, Florida. You guys have been so much fun so far, so let's keep that rolling.
2 more competitions remain. You are 2 competitions away from your 3rd consecutive overall event championship. What can these fans expect from you at El Toro Loco in skills?
Man, I hope my best. Like we were talking about earlier, my transmission is a little weak right now, so I'm going to have to shift earlier than I think. I'm going to have to do a couple things different to adapt, and hopefully that means a win. But you guys play an important part right now. You guys are actually judging this next competition. Your scores matter. So even though you guys might like El Toro Loco, you guys might like Excalibur, Gravedigger, just make sure you score fairly, because I promise you, I'm going to give you my absolute best, Florida.
The great start continues. Your JCB Racing winner, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Congratulations to Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco capturing the first win of this afternoon here in JCB Racing. That means he sits on top of the leaderboard here in our chase for the BKT overall event championship. He is up there on top with 8 points. El Toro Loco, followed by Excalibur and Mike Pagliarulo with 7. Mark Hall and Raminator currently sitting in 3rd, while Redemption, Sparkle Smash, Gravedigger, Michigan Ice Monster, and Thunder Roars round out your 8 drivers.
I love hanging out in the stands with the greatest fans in the world, the Monster Jam fans. I saw this guy and I was like, I gotta talk to him, because can we have a moment for the fit? This guy has a custom tracksuit. He's got Megalodon on here. Oh yeah, everybody give him a round of applause. I love the love that you're showing him right now. Yeah, that's right, Orlando. I love that. He's got an El Toro Loco shoe. He's got a Gravedigger shoe and Osborne. Can we see the back? Can you turn around? He's even got his name on the back. There's Osborne. All righty, turn on back around. Now, since we loved Monster Jam Racing, we want to continue with the fun. So we're going to do some mini jams. Are you ready to play a little game called Mini Jams?
Yeah.
You got it. Let's do it. We're going to put some little trucks up on the board, and you're going to pick which one you think's going to win.
Loco.
He's going to go with El Toro Loco, and that's a good pick. I talked to him before the event, and he said he thought El Toro Loco was going to win, and he's certainly on his way. So let's get that race going. Here we go. Who's going to take the early lead? Ooh, Gravedigger has the early lead around that first corner. Do you think El Toro Loco can catch up?
Yes.
I like it. Oh, he's in the lead now. Let's see if he can keep it. Oh, they're getting close to the finish line. Oh, nice job, Osborne. El Toro Loco crosses at the finish line first. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think it would be cool to meet the driver of El Toro Loco?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. Well, guess what, Osborne? Because you're rocking the coolest fit in the building, you are taking home this 4 tickets to go meet all of the drivers at the end of today's event. Nice job, bud. That's awesome. You're going to meet El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, Sparkle Smash, and all the other amazing drivers. And if you want to join Osborne, it is going to be a blast. We're going to throw the QR code up there on the screen. Just go ahead and scan that, and that's going to take you to a place where you can purchase your tickets for the post-show meet and greet. So thank you so much for playing, bud. High five.
Congratulations to Osborne. Again, limited availability here for the post-event meet and greet. Scan that QR code. You can meet all 8 superstar drivers here this afternoon. So if you didn't make it to our pit party here this afternoon, weren't able to get your pictures and autographs, maybe the lines were too long, you can scan that QR code right now. Post-event meet and greet, limited space is available. Well, now we have an update here about Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars. You saw all that smoke coming out of Thunder Roars there before he even got to the line in JCB Racing. So, Scott, what is going on right now?
Yeah, a little worse than we feared. Not the transmission. It is a blown motor in Thunder Roars. So we towed Thunder Roars down here into the pit area in the tunnel, and now Thunder Roars has been towed across South Street into the cold pits area. They're still evaluating this, but in intros, you got drivers punching these trucks real quick to get them across the arena, and that's exactly what happened. Now, a Monster Jam truck motor has about 25 hours of life before it has to be switched out. This particular motor had about 17, 18. It came from Salt Lake City, where Colt Stevens competed in 3 competitions, so it's just some wear and tear, some performance failure. The oil pan blew completely through the motor and created a hole in that thing, so that's what all the smoke was. Right now, Thunder Roars is across the street in the Geico garage being evaluated, and at halftime, I'll have a further update.
All right, Scott, how long does usually a motor swap take for technicians to do?
That's the thing. The fastest we've ever done it is about 1 hour and 17 minutes. The arenas are a little more difficult than stadiums because of the logistical aspect here. That's why it's across the street. So it's an all-hands-on-deck situation. They are evaluating it right now. But, again, it's on the clock. 1 hour is very generous. 1 hour and 17 is where it came in as a record time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that update. We'll keep you posted if we will be seeing Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars return back to action. And speaking of the action, coming up next is our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. This is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks on just 2 wheels. You, the fans, of course, will be in charge for the very first time to using judgeszone.com. You might see some poppers, wheelies, stoppies, combinations. You never know what you're going to see out on the track. And to take an inside look at some of those different moves you might see, let's take a look at the video board.
It's all about being consistent on the throttle. You get it up to the ramp, get your front tires parked up there, and as soon as you start going, just gas it as hard, and as soon as you feel those back engines in your top off the ramp, lock the brakes and come just like that, right up.
Monster Jam fans, this is where you come into play. We need your help crowning the victor of the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. So after every single competitor, you're going to head to judgeszone.com, enter that scoring code ORL for Orlando, and then lock in those scores. Don't forget to press submit. You'll have 20 seconds to do so after every single competitor. Now, who's ready for the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge?
Our first competitor to hit the track, Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster. Some big air, the big wheelie from the Michigan Ice Monster. 1 more attempt remaining.
That is Michigan Ice Monster. Lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. That 20-second clock has started, so tell us what you think.
The original super glue, glue to the action replay. You get some big air. There's a sky wheelie. That's the difference, getting those front two BKT tires up at around a 90-degree angle. That's a sky wheelie for you. So 2 big top jumps for the Michigan Ice Monster and Matt Pagliarulo.
All right, we await your fan scores here at judgeszone.com, and they are locked in. Let's take a look at the video board. You give him a 4.993. 4.993, that is the official score to beat now here as the Michigan Ice Monster sets the tone here for the rest of our drivers here during the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Again, make sure you get those scores locked in. Your scores are very important in helping us crown an overall event champion and, of course, the winner of our 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Make some noise right now for Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger. Our second driver up here. We'll get ready to see what she's going to throw down here in her 2 attempts. The popper off the log stack. Nose wheelie moonwalk. Tried to get into that power wheelie. One more remains for Gravedigger.
Let's hear it for Gravedigger. If you scan that QR code up there on the video board, just open your camera. That QR code will take you right to judgeszone.com where you can tell us what you think.
Popper nose wheelie, stopping combination move right up there on the lip. Kristen Anderson centers the truck, tries to get it back into a wheelie, and then comes down the center ramp into a stoppie as well. 2 successful combination moves for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger.
We await your fan scores, judgeszone.com. The score to beat Michigan Ice Monster, 4.993. Scores are locked. Your score for Gravedigger is 7.079. We got a new leader, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. So she sits on top of the leaderboard here in our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. The new score to beat, 7.079. is where we look right now up on top of the leaderboard on the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Our third driver up, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Wheelie stoppy combinations here for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash. The stoppy is where she has that brief pause and holds it without moving any tires, showing a lot of poise there in that run. One more attempt remaining.
What a run! Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash. Talk about control. Over a 12,000-pound truck. Is that enough to be the new leader? You are the ones to decide.
Powerful extended moonwalk there for Jamie Sullivan all the way across the pod, all the way across the track. Maintaining control on Sparkle Smash. Two-wheel skills challenge here. Jamie Sullivan proving why Sparkle Smash very popular on the track and one of the best in the business on it as well.
Event number 1, she was our winner here in the skills challenge. We'll see if she can do it again. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Gravedigger, 7.079. Your score for Sparkle Smash is 8.685. We got a new leader, Sparkle Smash. So with those two moves there, those two attempts from Sparkle Smash, that puts her on top of the leaderboard, 8.685. Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You, the fans here in Orlando, using JudgesZone.com, put her on top of the leaderboard here with these two moves. Lots of control, technical driving skills, all moving it all the way back down on the track. We're going to get ready for our next driver up, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Using that steering wheel to put a lot of pressure on those front tires.
Toro Loco. Scoring code ORL. If you haven't joined in yet, it is not too late to do so. We still have a couple trucks left in this competition, so tell us what you think at JudgesZone.com.
Fernando Martinez looking for his 18th skills win of the 2025 season, utilizing that front steer, keeping the rear steer at bay with a nose wheelie moonwalk combination move, going for a popper on attempt number 2. What a week it has been so far for El Toro Loco. Looking to continue that here, moving into freestyle.
All right, we'll see where you put him at in this competition. The score to beat Sparkle Smash, 8.685. Florida, your score for El Toro Loco is 6.202. So Sparkle Smash is still the score to beat here. 8.685. You can see the replay on the video board. The popper up on top of the pod. And you can see that pressure moving it to the right side of that BKT tire, making it a little imperfect balance there. Super glue glued to the action replay. He's heading to the back. We'll let you know if there's anything wrong there with El Toro Loco, as Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash still your score to beat. Up next, we got Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. One more attempt remaining for Excalibur and Mike Pagliarulo. A little wiggle and jiggle there on the back BKT tires. Moving it up on the pod. Across again, no.
What a cool finish. Let's hear it for Excalibur. You know the drill, folks. Time to lock in those scores. Where is that going to land him at judgeszone.com? Tell us what you think.
Two solid attempts there from Mike Pagliarulo and Excalibur as we take a look here in just a moment at the replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Two great moves. The second attempt was the popper back into the nose wheelie. Tried to get it up over the pod. Nonetheless, two great attempts. Scores are locked. It is a 6.995. The replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. They're up on the video board. And you can see a little wiggle and jiggle there on those back BKT tires. Shaking it on a Sunday, Excalibur. Well, we're going to continue on here with our sixth driver up. It is Mark Hall, Raminator. The reverse popper attempt there from Raminator. One more attempt remaining.
Let's hear it one more time for Raminator. Scoring is open. After this, we have one, maybe two trucks left in this competition, so those scores matter more than ever.
Time to get those scores locked in for Raminator, Mark Hall. A few seconds left there at judgeszone.com for Raminator and for you, the fans here at judgeszone.com as well. Scores are locked in. Your score for Raminator is Mark Hall Raminator. 4.037, the official score here for Raminator. Still the score to beat, Sparkle Smash. Our final driver up, Kurt Kramer, Redemption. Popper attempt for Redemption while he has one more attempt left.
And that'll do it for Redemption. Our final truck to compete in this competition. You've got about 15 more seconds to tell us what you think at judgeszone.com. It is super easy to lock in those scores if you haven't joined in yet.
Take a look at the super glued to the action replay. The 2 attempts here for Ramdemption and Kurt Kramer. Looking for his first skills win of the weekend here. It'll be up to you to decide here at judgeszone.com. The score to beat Sparkle Smash, 8.685. And your score for Ramdemption, 4.516, which means, Orlando, you have chosen Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash, your Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner. She was event number 1's Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner. She does it here again this afternoon, wrapping things up in her home state of Florida. Give it up for Sparkle Smash.
Jamie Sullivan getting it done again. Second skills win here. As Kay said, a home state for you. Friends and family been here all weekend. I know the Sunshine State's always been good to you where you started your career. I'm sure it's a feel-good moment to get another win here in Orlando.
You're right. You know, this is so awesome. I grew up literally 30 minutes down the road in Christmas, Florida, so super pumped to be here. I've had family, friends here all weekend long, and it's just motivated me to come out here and lay it all down on the line. So I had so much fun, but I want to hear you guys. Did you guys have fun watching that 2-wheel skills?
You and Fernando Martinez have been going back and forth, trash talking all weekend long. He's got 2 event championships. You're still missing that event championship trophy. So for all the Sparkle Smash fans in freestyle, can they expect you to get that win and bring the hardware home to the Unicorn?
Oh, you know it for sure. You know, this truck is going to be laying right here in the dirt, right here in Orlando. We're coming to take that overall event championship. It's the last one of the weekend, and we're coming to bring those boys down. Me and Kristen, we're out here. We're the only girls out here digging it out here on the track. We're super pumped. You know, we want to come out here and make sure we represent for those girls out there in the stand. So I want to hear all the girls get loud. Are you guys ready for freestyle?
Your skills winner, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
Congratulations there to Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash, your Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner, and of course our JCB Racing winner here, Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Well, it's been an exciting first half of Monster Jam action, but right now this is the Ford halftime. You can go up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. Meet us right back here for our freestyle motocross riders as they get ready for their best trick competition, and then we're going to wrap things up with our Monster Jam freestyle competition. Of course, we're going to crown an overall event champion, so meet us right back here, but right now, this is the Ford halftime. Orlando, we want to welcome you back to the second half of Monster Jam with our freestyle motocross riders. Give it up for Nick Desmond, Kenny Haskell, Austin Winters, and Penny Bartram. Let's hear it for your freestyle motocross riders.
All right, Orlando, it is time to continue to get loud. We have 4 of the best FMX riders in the world right here. The team is US FMX, as Kay said. It is freestyle motocross time. We're going to start it off with some demos. Each rider is going to get 4 opportunities to soar across the Kia Center from one side to the other. Make some noise! Nick Desmond with a whip. Up next, 31, Kenny Haskell. Our third rider here in round 1 of the demo, it is Austin Winters. And then finally, give it up for Cowboy Kenny Bartram. Big whip of the extension. That's just round 1. We got 3 more to go here in our demonstration. We're back in the top with Nick Desmond. Full kick hand on the back of the bike. And now we're back here with Kenny Haskell. Full extension of the legs, little modified whip. Austin Winters for round 2. Nice pose. Hope you had your cameras out on that one. And finally, Kenny Bartram.
Looks like he's relaxing a little bit. Feet on the handlebars. We are ready for round 3. Orlando, are you ready? Full extension, grabbing the back of the heels. And now here we go, the 31 flying high. Kenny Haskell with a kick out in front. Here is Austin Winters for round 3. Full extension on the Superman kick. And then finally, Kenny Bartram, the 690. Yes, laying down on the bike. Get your cameras out and capture these moments. Our final round of our demo. We are back in the top with Nick Desmond. There you go, rock solid with a handstand on the back end. The 31 of Kenny Haskell back at it. Beautiful execution. Austin Winters for round 4. Look at the extension and the elevation there. And then finally, Kenny Bartram. Whip and a kick, double combination move. Let's hear it for USFMX. It is time now for the best trick competition. In this competition, each one of these riders gets one attempt to wow you with their best trick. They're going to start at the end of the ramp, fly across the Kia Center, and then you will get the score at judgeszone.com just like you've been doing all afternoon. Orlando, are you ready for the best trick competition? Up first, riding the black Yamaha, give it up for Nick Desmond.
Nick Desmond gonna kick things off here in our best trick competition. It is time to get loud, Kia Center. As soon as you see that tire hit the mat, I need all of you to make some noise for Nick Desmond.
There's your handstand, rock solid, perfect execution. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Get your scores in for our first competitor, Nick Desmond. We've had Kenny Bartram win the first 2. Let's see if we get a new winner here this afternoon at the Kia Center. 1 down and 3 to go. Your scores are coming in hot. Get them in now.
Scores are locked. Your score for Nick Desmond. You gave him a 7.744.
Up next on the 31 blue Yamaha, give it up for Kenny Haskell. Again, the louder you are, the higher they go. Make some noise.
Kenny Haskell ready to throw down his best trick here. Remember, all of our riders only get one attempt, and keep in mind that these ramps are about 70 to 75 feet spread apart, and our riders can get about 40 to 45 feet high in the air. Make some noise for Kenny Haskell!
Beautiful 360 backflip for Kenny Haskell. Scoring is open. Go ahead and keep judgeszone.com open. Slide the BKT tire up or down. And score Kenny Haskell on the 360 backflip. Get him in right now as he tries to take the lead from Nick Desmond.
Scores are locked. Your score to beat Nick Desmond, 7.744. Your score for Kenny Haskell is... wow, a 9.338! Kenny Haskell, the new score to beat.
2 down, 2 to go on the silver and gold Honda. Make some noise for Austin Winters.
Our third rider up here, as we're gonna get set here to see what he can throw down. I need all of you to scream!
Look at the kick, the lean back off the bike. Give it up for Austin Winters. Scoring is open. Get him in right now. We just had a new leader. We'll see if we find one more. 3 competitors in, 1 more to go. As Austin Winters tries to take the lead here in the best trick competition, the stars of freestyle motocross in action.
Score to beat Kenny Haskell, 9.338. Your score for Austin Winters is 7.101. Still in the lead, Kenny Haskell.
Our final competitor, he's won the first 2 best trick competitions of the weekend on the 690 Stars and Stripes KTM. Give it up for Cowboy Kenny Bartram.
He is our final rider here this afternoon. This will be the last time you see our freestyle motocross riders here this afternoon. We will see if he can sweep the weekend. Give it up for Kenny Bartram!
Full 360, scoring is open, one hand off the bike. So you're looking at a one-arm backflip there. Beautiful rotation, sticks the landing. He has won 2 of these so far, trying to get the clean sweep. But right now it is up to you. Your scoring is open. Get them locked in as we continue on with the best trick competition.
Scores are locked. Your score to beat Kenny Haskell, 9.338. Your score for Kenny Bartram is 9.613. He sweeps the weekend, Kenny Bartram.
All right, fans, even though the best trick competition is over, we are not done with freestyle motocross. If you want some more, make some noise. We're going to close this thing out with some FMX trains. Each one of our riders is going to go back to back to back to back from one side of the arena to the other. And again, the louder you are, the higher and faster they are going to go. Orlando, make some noise. We got round 1 of our train ready to go. Nick Desmond is lined up to kick it off. And we are ready for our green flag. Here we go. Four whips all in a row. USF Mix killing it right now as we continue on with the best trick competition. That is only round 1. We have 2 more to go. If you want to see more freestyle motocross, make some noise. We are lining up now for round 2 of our train. Exciting way to close out our freestyle motocross. We are ready to go once again. Here we go. All the way off the block, we got legs kicking everywhere, the kickbacks, and then we got the 5-second pose up in the arena sky. That is just 2 rounds in. I don't know about you, but I want to see some more. If you want some more, let me hear you make some noise. You guys are red hot. I told everybody Orlando has the best crowd, and I meant it. And we are ready for our final round of freestyle motocross. It is the best one yet. We've saved the best for last. Round 3 in 3, 2, 1. We got some kicks, some whips, and some backflips, and that'll do it for freestyle motocross as they come back in. Make some noise for Nick Desmond, Kenny Haskell, Austin Winters, and Kenny Bartram, US FMX. We will hear from our best trick competition winner, Kenny Bartram, here in just a second, up on the pod as we get ready for our final Monster Jam competition of the day. It's going to be freestyle, and it's coming up next. Day, night, doesn't matter here in Orlando. We're bringing the action. Let's stoppy for Cowboy Kenny. Make some noise for your best trick winner. All right, Kenny, the question I asked you last night, was if you were going to take the sweep. You did that. Kenny had a great move, the backflip. You topped it with the one-arm backflip. How many times do you have to practice one of these moves and able to get it right?
Man, I learned them way back in the old days when you didn't try very many times before you got hurt. So, but I did not land my first attempt. I'll definitely put it that way. The young kids nowadays, there's foam pits that they can try into. It's still not real safe. And, man, backflips are a gnarly thing. Like, it's not something that everybody's doing. So, yeah, I don't know.
We have Freestyle Mania going on right now in Las Vegas. We have Freestyle at our events in Sunrise, Freestyle here in Orlando. You've watched this sport grow as a part of Monster Jam. How cool has it been for you to be a part of this thing for many years and to see how big it's gotten?
Oh man, it's unbelievable. I got to ride my dirt bike for 30 years professionally. That's pretty cool. But to be a part of something like Monster Jam and see all these fans come back year after year, and they bring us stuff that was autographed last year and then the year before, and it's man, it's such a cool thing. We're like a big family on the road. Even the fans are a part of it. So just super blessed to be doing what I'm doing. Thank the good Lord above for letting me do this for 30 years, and I'll keep coming back as long as y'all keep cheering.
Well, congratulations on a clean sweep. Once again, give it up, your best trick winner, Cowboy Kenny Bartram.
Huge congratulations to Kenny Bartram sweeping the weekend here in the Best Trick competition. Of course, we're going to give you an update as we're going to get set here for our final competition, and that's Monster Jam Freestyle. This is where we stand right now on the BKT overall event leaderboard. You see there's a two-way tie. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, Mike Pagliarulo, and Excalibur. Only 1 point behind them, though. Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash. You see Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger on their heels as well. Ramdemption, Raminator, Michigan Ice Monster, and Thunder Roars. Of course, Thunder Roars out of the competition, but yet still up there, just to let you know that he is out of commission. So it will be one of these 7 here to take home the BKT overall event championship here for the very last time. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, and Excalibur, though, coming in to our final competition, the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. This is your last opportunity to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Keep in mind that our drivers will have 15 seconds, must complete 15 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. But you, the fans, you need to be looking for the creativity, the use of the entire obstacle, the momentum, the speed, the wow factors, the big air. Of course, if you've not started scoring, you can do so. This would be the perfect time to start using judgeszone.com. That is coming up next, Monster Jam Freestyle.
We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's give it up one more time for Ramdemption. Scoring is now open, just like the skills competition. You are the ones to decide who takes home the freestyle win. So lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Ramdemption filling the freestyle clock right off the tire stack. Goes a little sideways into a bicycle formation. Right up down the edge of that pod. We call it a lip. And then on to the next time. And the next obstacle for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption.
Scores are locked, 5.844 for Ramdemption. Coming up next, we got Mark Hall, Raminator.
Raminator. Lock in those scores now. You've got 15 more seconds to tell us what you think, and you can use that video board as a tool when scoring.
Mark Hall Raminator once again filling that 60-second freestyle clock on the original Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. Comes right off the center of that ramp, goes off to the right, down on the other side. Doing a powerful donut there for you as well. Mark Hall Raminator.
Scores are locked. Your score for Ramdemption, 5.844. Your score for Raminator is 7.009. We got a new leader, Mark Hall Raminator. Mark Hall Raminator, now your score to beat 7.009. And we're going to get ready for our third driver up, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
For Excalibur. I know things ended a little earlier than he wanted it to, but nonetheless, fantastic action out there on the track.
Take a look at the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. The big air just lands a little crazy down there on the track, and then he flips over. But a great solid run there for Excalibur, like Casey said. A little time left there on the clock, but nonetheless, he gave it all here for the final Monster Jam Freestyle here of the weekend. Scores are locked. Your score to beat is Raminator, 7.009. That is the score to beat. Let's see that score for Excalibur. We got a new leader, 7.107.
I'm hanging out up here in the stands, and I noticed this gal, Alex. I said, she is so pretty. She looks like a princess. So, Alex, let me ask you, have you ever heard of the movie Frozen?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So maybe you've heard of the song called Let It Go.
Yes.
Would you be willing to sing Let It Go with me?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. I love this confidence, right? Okay, and everybody here in the arena, feel free to sing along with Alex and I, and we're going to see if she can finish the lyric in Let It Go. All right, DJ, hit the music. Let's hear Let It Go. Singing voice. That's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. Let's give Alex a round of applause. Now, because you have such a beautiful singing voice, you're going to be taking home 4 tickets to come back here to see Disney on Ice jump in. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Nice. I love that. Well, here you go, girlfriend. And if you want to join Alex, that's going to be taking place August 29th at 7:30 p.m. And you just visit DisneyOnIce.com to get your tickets as well.
We want to give a big shout out to Renewal by Anderson. You can scan that QR code to win $10,000 in windows. Maybe you need a screen door replacement, whatever. But you can win that right now by scanning the QR code. We also have got other prizes as well there by Renewal by Anderson. You can get 4 Monster Jam VIP tickets, pit party passes, meet and greets, of course, signed merchandise, and maybe even a swag bag. Get that QR code scanned right now. Thank you to Renewal by Anderson. We're going to continue on with our Monster Jam Freestyle. Coming up is Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. She lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. She lands it! Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash! Get those scores locked in, 20 seconds on the clock.
Florida's own Jamie Sullivan throwing it down here in front of our hometown fans. First backflip of the day. First landed backflip of the entire weekend. We've seen 3 attempts. Jamie Sullivan comes in and nails the backflip.
Scores are locked in. Your score to beat right now, Excalibur 7.107. Jamie, are you ready to see your score? Oh yeah, let's see that score for Sparkle Smash. 9.197, we got a new leader, Sparkle Smash. So Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, is on top of the leaderboard. The score to beat 9.197 as we take a look at her run, brought to you by the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay, lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip and lands it hard there, but able to recover, continues the run with only 2 seconds left, finishes it out with a 9.197. Sparkle Smash on top of the leaderboard. He is our 5th driver up. It's Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster.
Give it up one more time for Michigan Ice Monster. The clock has started. If you haven't joined in fan scoring, it is not too late. We want your voice to be heard in freestyle.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. Coming off the tire stack, ends up centering the truck into a slap wheelie combination move down the ramp. Another modified slap wheelie as well into that deep boundary zone on the near side track. And then a powerful donut as Michigan Ice Monster returns to Monster Jam for the first time in 12 years.
Scores are locked. Your score for the Michigan Ice Monster is 5.646. Still in the lead is Sparkle Smash. Take a look at the video board, Monster Jam fans.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, it's Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco, and it's time to get crazy with the bull. Let me hear ya.
That'll do it for El Toro Loco. What a wild finish. Some combination moves, a lot of smoke coming off of that truck, but he fought to the finish.
Fernando Martinez breaking in that new transmission in style. Look at that truck just heating up, sitting there on the track. Combination move after combination move, slap wheelie after slap wheelie, pick it up with the momentum and continue on and fill the clock. Fernando Martinez gunning for his third event championship of the weekend in El Toro Loco.
Scores are locked. Your score to beat, Sparkle Smash, 9.197. Your score for El Toro Loco is 9.067. Good enough for the second spot. He did not hit the backflip, but great combinations there for El Toro Loco. Look at that, the super glue glued to the action replay. The popper back into the reverse popper, rocks it back and forth. Look at that. Stands it up there on the hind legs there of the Crazy Bull. Big shout out to JCB and our JCB Dirt Squad. Take a look at the video board. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash is the score to beat. Fernando Martinez, though, so close. El Toro Loco, 9.067. Excalibur now moves into third. Raminator, Ramdemption, and Michigan Ice Monster there. Your 6 competitors. We only have 1 driver remaining before we crown a freestyle winner and an overall event champion here this afternoon for the very last time. Orlando, you've been amazing. It's always fun to be back here at the Kia Center. Of course, don't forget to keep updated there about Camping World Stadium as well. We do both the Kia Center and Camping World Stadium. So if you want to see some stadium action, make sure you stay on top of monsterjam.com for all those schedules. And of course, if you want to come back to the Kia Center, keep it locked in to monsterjam.com. There he is, El Toro Loco. One more time, give it up for Fernando Martinez. On the count of three, I need you to scream, Grave Digger. 1, 2, 3. Make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger. Get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com.
Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger, throwing down a run to close out the weekend. She already has a freestyle win here at the Kia Center, trying for number 2. We're moments away from crowning her overall event champion. But first, we got to get a freestyle winner as well. Kristen Anderson leading Grave Digger Nation here in Orlando, Florida.
Scores are locked. Your score to beat Sparkle Smash 9.197. Your score for Grave Digger is 7.924, which means your winner freestyle, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. We are going to add those 8 points to her total. We're going to crown a BKT overall event champion here for the very last time this weekend at the Kia Center. Keep your eyes locked. 4 in JCB Racing, 8 in the skills competition, and 8 in freestyle for a total of 20 points. She does it here in her home state of Florida. Your BKT overall event champion, Sparkle Smash, Jamie Sullivan.
Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, there you go. We talked about this. You close out the weekend, finally get the overall event championship trophy, finally get the Sparkle Smash fans what they've been wanting, and that is you up here on the pod at the end of the night.
Yeah, you know, I told Fernando I was coming for that last overall event championship. I could not let him sweep the weekend, and that's just what we did. But you know what? I can't do it without all them technicians back there. They're tiring the truck down right now, so they couldn't be out here. But it's all thanks to them that we're out here on the track and laying these runs just for you guys.
You get a freestyle win, you get the event championship win. You're also the St. Jude ambassador of the night as well. You're doing it all here in Orlando. You get to go home, relax for a little bit, but you're moving out a winner.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing to be here 30 minutes from where I grew up, you know. Got my family up in the stands up there. so cool to do this right in front of them, and also for all those little girls out there, because this unicorn truck, it might be pretty and sparkly, but it's also fierce, and it's coming to take those boys down. So I want to hear you guys. Did you guys have fun at Monster Jam?
Your overall event champion, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Casey, I did it. I've got my unicorn horn up, and now I'm doing my unicorn dance, baby. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, taking it home.
He did it. He did it. Scott Jordan picked Sparkle Smash, but more importantly, congratulations to Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash for the very last time here this weekend. She is your BKT overall event champion. Casey, you were in the stands. You haven't been in the stands for quite some time. What an amazing weekend we've had.
It really was. I got to tell you, Kay, I had an absolute blast. These fans know how to have a good time. We're grateful for every single one of you that came to the events throughout the weekend. So thank you so much for being part of today's Monster Jam.
And of course, we want to thank Scott Jordan right behind us for hanging out. Come on, Scott. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, coming back to hang out with us, you know, just regular hosts here, coming out of the DJ booth, actually. Yeah.
Yes,
and the TV
all of the
booth as
above.
well.
All of the above. It's been fun, man. We appreciate you guys
stuff.
tuning in on YouTube. And I will see you guys sometime, right? I'll see you folks in Tampa. I'll see you guys whenever.
Yeah, probably next week, actually. Who knows? But on behalf of Monster Jam, thank you so much for coming out. We have had so much fun. On behalf of KCG and Scott Jordan, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun. And we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam!
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. It's wheelies